Happy Monday, NBA fans. It's Trish at Blazing Hoops. I have picks for tonight, Monday, February 4th, for the 6 games going on in the NBA. First up, we have the Denver Nuggets taking on the Detroit Pistons in Detroit. If you've been watching and listening for a while, you probably know that the Detroit Pistons are one of my favorite teams in the league. I grew up in Michigan, so I've been a Pistons fan my entire life. I was around back in the days of Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars and Dennis Rodman and John Sally when they were winning championships in the late 80s and early 90s. It was a very exciting time in the NBA, and that's how I became a big fan. But tonight, I don't think Detroit has a chance against Denver. I actually expect Denver to take this game by quite a decent margin, so I'd go ahead and bet Denver here. The next game, the Atlanta Hawks at the Washington Wizards. I predict that Washington's going to take this and cover the spread. However, I'm not real confident about that, so I would recommend staying far away from this game. Next up, the dominant Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Brooklyn Nets tonight. I'm very confident that Milwaukee's going to take this. They've been doing great on the road. They're such an unstoppable team. I really want to see them go to the finals of the championships this year. I think that they've worked really hard, and I think their team chemistry is amazing, and that is one of the factors that wins championships. So I'd go with Milwaukee here pretty confidently. Next game, the Indiana Pacers at the New Orleans Pelicans. I don't know about this game. Indiana should win based on skill. However, they have not played well on the road lately at all. So it could really go either way. I'd stay away from betting here. My prediction is Indiana, but I'm not real confident about it. Next up, the game of the day, the Houston Rockets at the Phoenix Suns. Game of the day for obvious reasons. Phoenix has won one game, I think, in the past entire month. So I confidently go with the Rockets here. They're probably going to win this game by more like 20, 25 points the way they've played lately, and it being against Phoenix. So I'd confidently bet this, and I'm calling it the game of the day. Next up, the San Antonio Spurs and the Sacramento Kings. I'd stay away from this one. I'm predicting Sacramento just because the teams their play over time and their play as of late. To me, I see this as a very even matchup. I'd stay away from betting it. I predict Sacramento just because of that slight home edge. Ran my numbers in January and discovered that in the month of January, what I predicted, which was from about the 9th of January through the 31st, so about a little more than 2/3 of the month, I predicted every game. And I ran numbers on all those games to see how I did, and it was my first month of really picking and putting it out there and picking every game. So I was happy. I picked around 65% correct overall, so that was satisfying. But one thing I did notice was that the home team during the month of January only won their games like 63% of the time. I thought that it was much higher. I thought it was much closer to like 75%, but over almost 200 games, that's what it worked out to, right around 63%. So that means that there's kind of a 40-60 chance of an away team winning. So I'm going to be more free with picking away teams when I really think that their skills are going to dominate the other team. And then if they've had a rest day the day before, like that plays into it as well. So good stuff to come. I'm changing the way I do my picks and predictions a little bit since I've had some stats to really absorb and understand. And thank you so much for watching. Happy betting tonight. And I hope your favorite team wins. Thank you.